Bazinga! Welcome, welcome. Rise and shine, the world is mine. Welcome, welcome, knowledge and ignorance. Live stream live across a multitude of platforms such as, Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and D-Live. Sexy, sexy. Why do they say sexy, man? Because they say it to everybody. No. They say it to me. Me only. That's the mindset I've always had of myself. This is only for me. Everything is for me. Like with rules, you're probably walking around going, obey the rules. I'm being told what to do. I look at rules as a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. And hang on, let me adjust this. It's a suggestion, and it hasn't been suggested to me. That's how I've always viewed rules. Same as when I was at school. You'd all be lined up, and the teacher would be like yelling at people, going, this happened, fucking, you fucked the toilet up or something, or just going on and on. I sort of just look at the floor going, she's not talking to me, she's just talking to them. Not me, though. No, I don't need to be told. They ain't fucking telling me shit. That's how I live my life, baby. And somehow I managed to get away with it for fucking years. Don't let anyone get it twisted with you when they're saying, hey, you need to toe the line. You need to follow the fucking law, son. You'd be like, nah, I'm alright. When people say, oh, everything's political though, what do you mean stuff's not political? Politics affects your whole life. No, it doesn't. Rules are for squares. What, are you a fucking square? Following all the rules all the fucking time? What's the matter with you? I'm gonna do what they say. I've been seeing people in America protesting and going, we don't want to be inside no more. Fair enough, you know what I mean? And then they're sort of picking and choosing the people that they show who are protesting. You know how selective they are with it. It's quite obscene, to be honest. Well, to be honest, what else am I going to be? And they will just pick out like the worst incidences. They go, oh, look at this, look at them. Yeah, these are the bad people. They should be inside. It's like, maybe they shouldn't be fucking inside. You know what I'm saying? Let them be outside if they want. Fuck it. I just say fuck it now. Everything in Vietnam here is opening up imminently after a very short period of lockdown, because they done it right, because they reacted quickly, and everyone didn't get their knickers in a twist and go, oh, let's just close everything. Do you know what I mean? It's plummeting the world into a fucking crash, into an economic crash, because of what? What the end? I don't know. For me, I thought people weren't taking it seriously enough, going back 3 months, and then people took it too seriously. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I just wanted a happy balance. There's never a happy balance, is there? Never a fucking happy balance. Never. It's always got to be one extreme to the other. Do you know what I mean? Like a bipolar girlfriend. This is what the world's like. Do you know what I mean? Just all happy and like, everything's fine, skipping along, chewing on, just picking off leaves off the floor covered in dog shit and just chewing it, you know what I'm saying? And then that's all fine, and then the next minute, it's hell to fucking pay, and they're trying to, smother your face with a pillow whilst you're lying in bed going, you fucking fucked it all, right? Like, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? And yeah, I did say bipolar instead of we need to bring back manic depressive. You see, my grandmother was a manic depressive. She died of manic depressive, and obviously decades later they relabeled it to bipolar. But the way I see it was my grandmother was a manic depressive because she was never labeled bipolar, and I wouldn't want to label someone who's dead. Because I'm not that scummy. So I'm going to continue to call her manic depressive. Just letting people know that. Just that about it. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what we need to do. This is the way it goes, my friends. Fucking love it. Hang on. Who's being all chatty? Hello, chatty people. D Lane, John P. And man, Lewis Cox 5. I'm sure you are not the 5th best Lewis Cox. I'd say you are number 1. If you don't mind, I'm gonna read your messages in an Australian accent that might offend you, but probably make you go, "That's not how we talk." So bloody glad I found a self-aware streamer. I live in Australia. It's so bloody hard finding someone who isn't talking about absolute shit. Keep it up, mate. Thank you very much. You say, do you live in Vietnam? Technically, I don't live here. I've kind of been stranded here. I was on a visa run and keeping my head down until it was too late. But in all the places across the world, it's probably like the 4th best, maybe the 3rd best place to be right now in terms of what's going on. I think Korea and Taiwan. Taiwan's probably number 1. Oh, BSN. No, I haven't made the Discord server yet. I'm really sorry. I've been schmoozing. I've been networking. So I'm trying to make some business moves. So I haven't done anything, but I will make it. And I still have your username written down. You're all welcome. Everybody here is welcome to this Discord server that I might regret making. All right. And whatever John B says, yeah, no, I'm not lazy. I've been doing a lot of fucking shit, all right? So it's not a question of laziness at all. It's more of a different kind of situation going on. You know what I mean? Well, I tell you what I really like is that everyone's using Zoom now. I don't like it, but I think it's hilarious that there's even certain companies that won't allow you to use Zoom because of its fucking dubiousness. I only use Zoom because I had to communicate with some people in China. They're like, "Oh, download Zoom so I can talk to you." I'm like, "Motherfuckers not got Skype?" Because they do. You know. What's the piss choice over there? Us blokes down under call it that. Piss. Yeah, we call it piss too. Well, right now, well, this is Japanese lager. I just thought I'd treat myself. This one is fucking LaRue. It sounds better in an Australian accent as well, like LaRue. This stuff's alright. The booze is alright. Apparently I got allowed. I don't know how this is moderated, but it says golden shower. I've got to allow you to say that. How the fuck? How has it done that? How does it know what golden... I don't know. What fucking weird settings. I don't... Yeah, well, you can say golden shower if you want. Apparently that's... Oh dear. So, the piss is alright in terms of that. It's alright. It's good. It's fair. I can make a server and then once I'm done, invite you and then transfer ownership to you. Don't have to do anything really. Fuck it. Yeah, you do it. And this is the first time I can delegate work to someone in ages. Lewis Cox says, speaking of piss, sounds like you're taking it, John, buddy. Well, this is how John speaks. John's been coming in the chat, and you can't even say things like that as well. You can say John's been coming in the chat, and that'll just set him off. For the one, John has been coming in the chat for a few months now, just always talking about penis enlargement. He wants a massive penis. And you can't. This guy will not quit. This online persona that he's chosen for himself, John will not quit. John will never not talk about this subject. You could be having the deepest conversation with people in the world, and John will just relentlessly just keep going on about penis enlargements. That is his thing. That is what he likes to talk about, regardless of the topic at hand. I could be watching fucking, you know those videos where you can work out whether you're a psychopath or not. You know, you watch people falling out the Twin Towers in slow motion, and you got to look at it and go, do I feel any empathy right now? You could be watching that, and John will still talk about penis enlargement. Is surgery cheap in Vietnam? Who fucking knows? I'd imagine so. Blokes on there. Drongos. I remember the word. Look, I used to watch Neighbours. That's like a classic 90s word for me. You fucking drongo. I don't know why it's so. What you fucking looking at, you fucking drongo? What an absolute, what an amazing word. Drongo. Let's bring back that. Yo, it's probably still big out where you are, but I don't think anyone in the UK said the word drongo for a long time. So I think we need to bring it back. We need to bring back drongo. Let's get drongo going again. You watched back in Kylie Minogue days? Yeah. In fact, I met Kylie Minogue when she just left Neighbours in 1989. I was very small. I was a very small child. The golden era of Neighbours. I remember it. Jason Donovan, Kylie Minogue, Stephen Dennis, and the geezer that played Joe Mangle, whatever his name was, Mark something. He was a comedian. He came to the UK and presented the Big Breakfast. But yeah, there was a golden era of Neighbours. Like when Harold Bishop went missing. Do you remember when Harold Bishop went missing? He got swept out to sea. Because all they found was his glasses. And then he turned up. And his name was... Well, he had amnesia, and he turned up and he was someone else called, I don't know, say he was called Colin, just for a laugh. He just turned out and said, "Hello, I'm Colin." It's like, no, you're Harold Bishop. You know? And then Jim from Neighbours ended up just being the dad on every American TV show. He's just always played, Ugly Betty, he played a dad. And wasn't he in 24 and he played a dad? What a fucking legend. Many legendary people came out of Neighbours. Russell Crowe was in Neighbours. In one episode, he was in Neighbours, and he punched the guy that played Kylie Minogue's brother in it. Russell Crowe's first on-screen role was on Neighbours. I mean, this is legendary status. Who else is on Neighbours? Wasn't fucking Naomi Watts? No, she was on Home and Away. Like Neighbours. Let's say that Neighbours was Man United and Home and Away was Man City. I guess maybe that's the best way to put it. Maybe is that the best way to just watch both? Which is kind of like doing cocaine and heroin at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's a very up and down situation. It really fucks with you. Doing it like they used to call it ice, but now they call other shit ice. Back in the day, they used to call it ice. White heroin and cocaine. Fucking bosh load of ice, and you're just sort of like. I think that's the ice face. Used to be like, just like that. Just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. In fact, they should have called that bipolar. That is the most bipolar drug I can think of. It's literally boshing heroin and coke at the same time. You're just like, well, where the fuck are you at when you've done that? Where are you going? Do you know what I mean? You don't know whether you're here or there, do you? If you just bosh a load of ice, you're just like... You're just absolutely flambizzled, didn't you? Fucked. Totes my goats fucked out your fucking... I mean, Jesus. Cerebral palsy face. Exactly. I think that's a very good way to describe it. The cerebral palsy face. Do you find... So I got a remaining character. Where... maybe that's what drug dealers used to say. Do you know what I mean? Imagine you walk around a club going, hey, you having a good night? Like, yeah, bruv, yeah. Hey, yo, do you want to, like, have a cerebral palsy face? Huh? Do you want to look like you got cerebral palsy? I don't know. What's that involved? I'm like, wow, just sniff this bag of shit. You'll get instant cerebral palsy. I remember when my my mate's ex-girlfriend years ago, when she was absolutely smashed out of a tree. We tried to get in this club, and she could barely walk. And then the bouncers were like, right, well, you're all right, but what about her? She looks intoxicated. And I said, hey, excuse me, she's got cerebral palsy, you uncouth fuck. And then the bouncer just sort of looked me in the face and was like, no, she hasn't, you twat. She's drunk as fuck. I was like, well, it was worth a try. And then they let us in because he appreciated my game. I had this lecturer with cerebral palsy once. He had a massive bulge and inspired me to get... Why did I even read that thinking that was going to be a legitimate story? About your lecturer had a massive bulge and inspired me to get a penis enlargement. I mean, John, Jesus fucking Christ. Might as well cast our minds on cast our minds on a couple of links. Look, I got a couple. Look, I'm putting in my high-tech fucking headphones. These are real high-tech. These are cost about 10p. What's your favourite colour? Do it purple. Purple. I've decided on purple. Yeah, we want to be like we're, you know, I want to feel like I'm in Future's living room. Sad thing is you can't make these kind of jokes publicly nowadays. You can. You just got to fight more. That's all it is. You just got to be up for a row. It depends. You know, some people are like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that. Well, you can, but it just means you're going to have an argument with someone. You're going to have to follow up your joke with a possible argument. But then you can just shut people down and go, shut the fuck up, you know. It's like, yeah. Look, I'm thoroughly dyslexic. You know, when I was a baby, you know, when I was 10, I used to find dyslexic jokes in poor taste. But that's because I was 10, you know, because I was a baby. Obviously now I'm a grown up. Everything's fine, but you know, everyone knows you just don't go around. You know, taking the piss out of babies, you know, going, oh, you twat, you're 9. You don't do that, do you? Because they're babies. You know, you don't fight children, you don't have sex with them, and you don't take the piss out of them. These are the golden rules of what you do with children, isn't it? Send them to work, I say, though. You should send them to work, so we need to brush that one up. And slapping them, you should definitely be able to slap a kid, because they need it. But all the other stuff, we all know, leave that shit alone. Do you know what I'm saying? But apparently now, you know, people over the age of 18 are babies now. So, it's like, so bearing with that in mind, if they are a baby, remember the rules I said. You can't sleep with them. You can't take the piss out of them, and you can't fight them. But you can slap them though. So if they get upset, just slap them and go, shh, stop that, please. It's just a joke. No, just stop it. The role of your overlord is now purple. Fantastic. This is great. See, now I have to... just because you have a massive penis doesn't mean I cannot dream to have one too. I wish my daddy spanked me. You see? Do you see what I mean, John, about contributing to conversations? It's just... Anyway, yeah. Bring back corporal punishment. The 12-year-old working days, right? The government over here are a bunch of mollycoddlers who just promote over-entitled kids. Yeah. I think there's a serious lack of responsibility going on. I've commented on this. Governments have taken away our abilities to make mistakes. Taking away our ability to take social responsibility for stuff. Yeah, it's a form of enslavement, basically. That's the way I see it. We should be allowed to... Well, no, we should be able to make responsible decisions, but we're not, because we've been turned into big fuck-off babies, basically. It's just absolutely stupid. No, I've gone about this in more depth, so I don't need to sort of regurgitate it, but this is what it is. Corporal punishment. I mean, you look at in certain cultures, there's still corporal punishment going on. Yeah, speak to anyone who's raised in a West African household. Many are beating shelled out there, and those kids are doing all right. You know, give a kid a slap or two. I remember back in the day, everyone used to just give you a slap. It was great. Yeah, I mean, if you were naughty, you could be fucking around in the streets, and someone else's dad would walk up to you. What are you up to? Just start up to. We're just hanging out at the park. I said, did I? Right. Now what are you up to? And then you tell them, and then he'd slap you again. Say, fucking go home. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a slap. It was slapping season. It was like happy slapping season. Everyone got a good slap. You know, it was fine. It was absolutely fine. I'd so many times I've had my nephew playing up, and I'm like, when can I hit him? You know, like, when am I allowed to hit him? When do I hit him? Like, oh fuck it, I'll just hit him. But you know what happened now? I mean, he'd need a slap every now and again. Bam! And then that's it. Kapow! And then, you know, and then what's my sister going to do? She's probably going to call the police on me. I mean, what's that all about? Ridiculous. Call me Neo John. School's in session. Rippity tip tip tip. Okay, look. Now, proceed to exhibit A. I found this quite interesting. Oh no, well, I'll do this one afterwards. This. So, some guy in Chatham, in Kent. For those of you who don't know, Chatham is a terrible place. That's in Kent, which is southeast of London, just in case you're wondering. Service made 60% setup. Jaeger 2928. Not sure if I give you Jaeger 2829. Okay. I can't remember. I've got it written down somewhere though. I got it written down. Anyway. So some guy in Chatham basically was up on his balcony, just popping off guns, just for fun, and basically behaving like a 14-year-old in 1995. You'll see what I mean. So the actual video is going around, but some guy put it in his video, and it seems to be the best length of the footage. So I just want to say thank you to whoever the fuck Ape Huncho is. Obviously, you can see his little logos down here. Well, that's who he is, but we don't care about him. We want to see this African fucking raggo.
All the cops when you see Tupac, they're crazy. So that I would disturb the peace of Great Britain today. It's funny to me, all you niggas living for me while you fucking with me. I'm a self-made millionaire. Today, living out of prison.
Now, you know, at first you're like, oh. That's this is what I'm saying, like, as soon as they invented Instagram Live, that was a bad move, I think, for humanity. So many people have just come out of the woodwork and will just stream anything. I think they think the internet is sort of a separate world to the real world, where, you know, a crime you commit on the internet isn't the same as a crime in the real world, you know? Here's Keezer. He's playing Tupac, hit him up. It's just now clearly. I think it's pretty obvious he's shooting. I think he's shooting blanks downstairs and upstairs. Teenager, and he hasn't got out of that phase of you know, hasn't got out of that phase of doing this kind of thing. So, John B says, that's Snapchat, babe, not Instagram. Well, I don't care, whatever it is. Stop interrupting. Say, what's that? Discord link. So I just realised I had a program open I shouldn't have had open. No wonder. You heard hip hop turns people gay. Well, that is something we have investigated. Go on, look, flexing Mike. See, I do know people who would actually have that sort of reaction to that tune back in the 90s, who would have actually behaved like that if they could have got their hands upon a gun. But this guy looks, fuck it, he looks older than me. I mean, like, you know, he needs to be behaving himself. What's he up to? And I'm just thinking, I think those Beats headphones are fake too.
I see them. They're raw. They don't want to be us. They're crazy. Tell them Tupac Shakur, call me the fucking cops.
His guns are fucked as well because he keeps having to bang them again to get them to work again. Now you're gonna have to say, look, when this look, firing blanks or whatever. This is the UK, baby. This guy's going to jail for a very long time, regardless of whatever the situation is. And this is how it's going to go down. Yeah, what are you in for, bruv? Yeah, I was playing Tupac on my balcony and shooting my skeng into the sky. It's like, wow. It's a bit of a wanker's thing to do, isn't it? Like, you know. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were just a complete fucking moron. I mean, this guy's going to have to be very embarrassed by his behaviour. I mean, shit, if this goes to... I mean, when it goes to court and they play this, imagine they're going to play this in the courtroom going, well, here's you acting like you're 14. What do you have to say about that? Fucking... My 4-4 makes sure all your kids don't grow. That's what we say. Hitting the railing and letting off some pops. Bing, pop, bing, pop. And he's like, yeah, that's good. Bing, pop. This is a guy who's very bored, but also a lot of fun at parties. Look at him.
They're mad. Not me, you too.
No, I'm not sure what he's saying there. Could be Yoruba. I have no idea. John B says he's probably hung though. Well, there you go.
They're mad. There's the fucking police. They're mad. I don't blow tools everywhere now. Nobody. They don't feel call Koti. Call me police. Not two son. Life is good.
Well, life isn't good. Let's face facts. I can completely dismiss what he's just said when he says, you know, life is good. You know, he's got a balcony apartment in Chatham, which, you know, I mean, if you're going to spend money on having, you know, a sort of condominium with a balcony, and you choose to have it in Chatham, you're not succeeding in life. And, you know, he's locked in. He's getting amped up, shouting along to Tupac like he's 14 and it's 1995, and he's shooting guns off his balcony, saying on the internet, telling the police to come get him. So already we have many reasons why life is not good for this guy right now. You know. Zena said, proof gun control doesn't work. Well, yes, welcome to England. 2, blanks don't have enough powder in the round to fully cycle, so blanks make the gun jam. Ah. Well, that explains it. Because he is, like, trying to bang it back into... He's banging the gun like it's an old TV. He's sort of like, BAM! That's a Glock. Yeah. If he's got a Glock and Beretta, I swear he had a fucking Desert Eagle as well.
Whoa! Call me the police! bastards. How can I shoot all this bullet? Police did not come, like they mad. Like they crazy. Flexi Mike, they vex. Flexi Mike, they vex. Why are you scared? Come on. Come. You're mad. Now they crazy. Police, now they mad.
Go on, son. I mean, now this bit, I appreciate this. I appreciate this quite a lot because even the police in the UK that have guns and shoot people are just like all the other police. They're just very British police-like. It's something you'll only understand if you've encountered British police. Look at it. It's like, right, there's a lead. I've got to. It's like, hello, who are you? I have a gun. What are you doing? Hello? Okay. Hello. I mean, you expect people with shields and Kevlar and, you know, an assortment of weapons to be talking like, right, where's he at? Come on, dude, let's go kill this guy. But no, it's Kent police. There we go. Right, there's a man upstairs. He's letting off skanks on the balcony. There you go. Let's say nothing about it. What's he doing? It's understood. It's like, we've got a bloody African on the fucking balcony shooting off skanks, have we? Bloody hell. That's fucking hell. Oh my god. Are you with him? Were you with him? I've got a gun. Now listen here. I've got a bloody gun. Were you with him? "100%? How'd you know?" I was like, alright, mate. Jesus Christ. What are you saying in the chat? What are you doing? You want me to get on Discord? What the fuck? What's this Discord link? What do I do with this? Why are you taking me up on my time, you know? You want me up in this thing now? What's this thing? God, I'm showing all my bloody secrets, aren't I? Hold a fucking hankin' salmon. What are you people wanting me to do? You want to show him the bullets?
So it seems like a man in his third.
Oh, now this kid starts talking and we're not interested no more, you know what I mean? Did King John undie or nah? What are you talking about? What are you going on about? What are you bloody talking about? What's going on? Oh, Kim Jong-un. You thought he died? When did he die? What? Kim Jong-un? No, his dad died. What are you talking about? Oh, now you got me writing it incorrectly. You know, Kim Jong Un. Let's see. Your officers have very shitty tactics. Point man doesn't have his gun, and back man isn't covering. Yeah, well, they're just walking up the stairs. He's at the top of the stairs. They know where he's at. Right, well, I can safely say to you, John B., that, North Korean media silent on Kim Jong-un's whereabouts. What? Says Al Jazeera. What's all this? What's all this? Hold on. What's going on? International speculation grows over Kim's health after media reports claim he underwent surgery and is gravely ill. He's just a happy big pile of pudding, isn't he? He's just the happiest pudding. North Korean state media on Wednesday made no mention of new appearances by leader Kim Jong-un amid continued international speculation over his health following reports he underwent surgery. Officials in South Korea and China, and sources familiar with the US intelligence, have cast doubt on media reports that claimed Kim was gravely ill after a cardiovascular procedure, while the White House said it was closely monitoring the situation. Donald Trump, who held unprecedented summits with Kim in 2018 and 2019, attempted to persuade him to give up his nuclear weapons to the South Korean. US reports had not confirmed, and he did not put much credence in them. I just hope he's doing fine. Blah, blah, blah. Speculation about Kim's health first arose due to his absence from the presidential office. Said Kim appeared to be handling state affairs as usual and that it had no information about rumors regarding his health. Many will now be watching closely for any signs of trouble in North Korea. Whether it addressed the reports is something it has yet to do. It has yet done. My. Yeah. Oh, shit. I mean, shit. That's going to be some, imagine if he's dead. Who takes over if he dies? I mean, he's like the young buck. I mean, he's not like who got next on this motherfucker? What? Kim presided over a meeting on April 11th discussing coronavirus prevention and electing his sister as an alternate member of the political bureau of the ruling Workers' Party. Oh, that'd be his sister. Now you know, because they've never had a bitch in charge before. You know when this girl gets in charge, it's going to be... They thought there might have been signs of reform, but put a woman in charge of a totalitarian fucking state like that? It'll be awful. No, right there. Well, yeah, I don't see how. This is the thing with someone like North Korea. Even if the geezer's dead, they'll probably pretend he's alive for about 2 years with, I don't know, holograms or dummies, a puppet, or just a big blow-up version of him, I expect. And just sort of wandering around Pyongyang, like going, oh, it'd just be like a big blow-up version of him, like the Michelin Man. Stick it on a fucking, on a podium. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll just completely blag it. They got a lookalike who doesn't look that much like him, or they won't even bother with a lookalike. They'll fuck it, They'll just get some Russian dude up there, just stand there going, yes, I am him. And everyone just believe it anyway, going, how dare you not say this is him? This is him. They're going, yeah, it's me. I don't speak Korean enough and I don't look Korean, but it's me. All right, everyone calm down. Just played a round of golf, got 2 out of 10 holes in one. Shit. That might be the most interesting thing that's fucking happened for 2 months. Oh, woe is me, and me is woe. Like, this is the best thing that we can fucking get. What happened to him? We don't know. He's MIA. They haven't heard of him, but he was not present at the thing is, him not being present at the birthday of his grandfather, the founding father of the fucking Communist Workers' Party, the founder of the Republic of North Korea, the People's Republic. Like, for him not to be there is quite serious. Not to be present at the celebrations is very serious, because that guy is, well, because his grandfather is still in charge. That's how it works. He is forever in charge. He is the great leader. He's the great leader, and they're the dear leaders. He's the great leader. He is always in charge. In death, he will always be in charge. So, like, to not be there at his birthday, it's pretty serious, because this guy is kind of a god, pretty much. He is the god, you know. He is not a president. He is a god, and he is the grandson of God. What happened to him, John says. Botched penis enlargement surgery, probably. Damn it, John. Yes. What will we do with John? We don't know. We're not really sure. But like I said, you can talk about anything. Any subject that comes up, but John will always bring it back to penis enlargement no matter what. It's that kind of mindset, you know. Look, he's got the blinders on. All he sees is the penis enlargement. You know, he can meet intergalactic mechanical elves who tell him the secrets of the universe over here. He just wants to know about dick. You know what I'm saying? That's all he wants. Done research. It's a dangerous procedure. Getting penis enlargement? Well, I don't think. Well, yes. I think most surgeries are quite dangerous, actually. There's shit can go on in surgery all the time, John. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is a thing. Now hold tight. Hold tight with all your might. I think someone viewing on D Live has got very confused about this situation. Oh, you gotta love it. I got to stop paying attention to this chat box and paying the other. Apologies to people on D Live commenting. I apologise. I've been looking at the other chat box and I realised that wasn't all connected. And makes it. I'm only. Oh God, this is all very insane. Right, I need to go for a quick toilet break and shit. So you can argue amongst yourselves. I'll be back in 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna look at something interesting, and then after that, no, I'm on the laptop. So why am I even entertaining this idea? 1, no. 2, no. It's just no, isn't it? It's just a no. Now, look at my BRB screen. Sorry, Lewis, but you're going to have to talk to John. Just have a chat with John. He's absolutely fine. It's just, as long as you've got stuff to talk about penis with, see you in a minute. Don't worry. You've got a penis, he's got a penis. It's a lot in common. The one is it? Why is this thing come up, you mother sukas? See this? You're supposed to be here. Right. Let's make myself big again. Ooh, big boy time. Oh, sorry, John. Now I can release you of it. Oh, I'm glad you've had a nice conversation. Doesn't believe in my penis goals. If you, what's all this? I need surgery. My daughter has an OnlyFans. Yeah, but I don't bother with that shit. It goes over my head. She's a bit of pocket money. Make OnlyFans. Barely understand how Facebook. My daughter's account is. Oh my God. Your daughter legitimately got a fucking OnlyFans. Maybe now is the time to maybe send some prayers around the world to make sure that Kim Jong-un is okay. So I'd like to throw out our virtual hands. I hope you're okay. Thank you. You know, the discrimination against pudding people is awful, right? I don't know where this goes. I don't know where this is going. Right, well. I would like to throw people's attention to Exhibit A. This is a perfect example of misinformation getting fucking spread around like a crazy bat flu about everything going on. They're sort of, everyone's kind of like half right, but very half wrong, if you understand what I'm saying. Now this goes to show, because I did actually read an article yesterday that's about what this is about, but this is basically taking the whole situation completely out of context and putting a spin on it, which is what happens all the fucking time. This is what you get because people just read headlines these days, and this is the information you're presented with. Because if you can see, it says, look, revealed UK minister. Anyway, well, I've read the original thing where this comes from, but anyway, look, so here it says here, you gotta love the sort of hazard sign that he stood in front of. Is that actually what they got in the press briefing? Is that hazard sign? This is crazy. Yo. What? Anyway, since March, 21Wire has consistently said, so this is 21Wire or 21centurywire.com as it is. I don't know how, I do know how I found this. I didn't search it out. Has consistently said draconian lockdown measures being pushed by countries like the UK, France, US and Canada were ill-informed and not at all necessary in order to contain the coronavirus. Moreover, we have consistently stated across many media platforms that these were not science-based decisions either, but rather political decisions taken by government officials as part of a mass panic alongside a parallel rollout of broader authoritarian agenda. For this, our publication and its contributors were attacked and marginalized by other media outlets and pundits who insisted this was a conspiracy theory and that we should accept the government's rationale for unprecedented lockdown policies and the suspension of democracy and civil liberties. However, since then, a number of eminent experts of the crisis. Now, this is all fair enough. This is all fair enough. The draconian measures I thought have been a bit what? But with that said, You don't get to go and say, yeah, we told you so, we were right, when you use clickbait headlines that are misleading. You don't get to, you haven't vilified yourself, basically, by doing that. As we shall read. So just today we have learned the leading UK professor of medicine from the University of Oxford, Professor Carl Hennigan, Director of Centre for Evidence-Based Medicine, has revealed how the peak of the UK's coronavirus crisis actually came a full week before Boris Johnson initiated lockdown on March 23rd. According to Hennigan's analysis, draconian measures were not necessary as the data clearly showed how infection rates had already halved after March 16th. Well, look, Professor Carl Hennigan, and I've seen this in other publications, yes, his data and his study suggests that it peaked in March, on March the 16th. His data shows that. But that's not necessarily the data people are listening to, and that's not necessarily to say that this is the conclusive data. Because loads of people have loads of different data sets. Hell, I've got my own data sets. I've gotten real into graphs lately. I've become got myself a graph fetish. It doesn't mean that my graphs are better than your graphs. But this is what he says, this one guy. So this latest revelation is also a devastating blow to the popular political talking point. The lockdown and social distancing stopped the coronavirus. Well, no, I don't think anyone's saying it stopped it, have they? But anyway, the data clearly shows that the virus had already made its way into the population, and that in the long run, the trajectory of its spread was already a fait accompli. A fait accompli. I've never heard of the term a fait accompli before. I don't like it when people use these French terms, like mise en scène, you know, a coup d'état. Can't we just have some English ones, please? You know, it doesn't make it more fancy because you put a bit of French on it, do you know what I mean? Like finger banging, what's that in French? Does that make it more classy? Can you make finger banging more intellectually appealing if you put it in French? Le finger bang. I don't know what finger or bang is in French. My mum did my French coursework for me for the GCSEs. That's the only reason I got a B. I cheated. In other words, the decision to shut down the country was never based on actual science. Well, no, that's not what it says, because in fact, if you care to fucking read and find out, this guy says, this professor says that the scientific advisors that the government have been listening to have said something else, and that's what they've gone with. You know, this is intellectual sort of arguments of one guy going, no, I'm actually right, and they're all a bunch of dickheads, you should be listening to me. You know, he's probably banging on the door going, no, you need to listen to me. And they're like, no, we're going to listen to these guys. Because who says who's right and who's wrong? Well, the government do, I suppose, but it doesn't say the decision to shut down the country was never based on actual science. As far as I'm aware, it has been based on science, but the science of other scientists. Okay? Because this is the thing. One minute they're going, yeah, we're going to do herd immunity. And everyone criticised that. No, we can't do that. We need to lock everything down. And then they lock everything down. It's like, no, that's not what we should be doing. Now, in Sweden, they are doing herd immunity, and they haven't locked everything down. Just introduce social distancing. It seems to be doing sort of okay. Only time will tell. So much is there's way too little known about the whole thing for anybody to have a conclusive, analysis of what is good and what is bad to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is in the experimental stages right now. Whether Sweden have done the right thing or not, well, we will find out, won't we? That's the beauty of time. It reveals stuff. You just wait for stuff to happen, and then you can go, it happened then, didn't it? Anyway, well, this is the graphs. These are the graphs done by our man Carl Hennigan, and as you can see, so what we got? So the yellow lines that we got here is upper respiratory infections. which started plummeting after the 16th of March. So there's upper respiratory infections. What does that mean? Upper respiratory infections. What relation is it to coronavirus? I don't know, because I'm not a scientist. And then the red is lower respiratory tract infections, and they've gone down. Influenza-like illness, so reports of influenza-like illness, sort of a little bit peaked there on the 16th, and then they started descending. But then COVID-19 cases, up and up and up and up and up. Now, I don't know how to read this data. So the Royal College of GP data shows the number of people with flu-like illness in England and Wales dropped by 50% when hand washing and social distancing was encouraged on March 16th. Professor Hannigan says this is evidence full lockdown was, so we started dropping. So the Oxford professor also explains how government experts had been consistently wrong throughout the crisis, and even revealed how UK ministers descended into panic and appeared to have lost sight of the evidence. But this is the opinion of this Oxford professor, who says that government experts, who I'm assuming were scientific experts, he says they're consistently wrong. But he says they're consistently wrong. Now go back to the title of the article. UK ministers knew the crisis had peaked. Did they? I don't think they knew, did they? This is so fucking misleading. And you're sort of going on and going, we've been accused of spreading conspiracy theories, but actually this proves we were right all along. No, it doesn't prove anything. Because I've read the account that this man made yesterday in a different publication that didn't put its own spin on it. That's all it's saying. But you know. As they rushed the country into a full national quarantine, even though they had access to and were being briefed with accurate data which showed the crisis had already peaked. But were they? But I don't. There's no evidence here, and there's no citations saying that they were told about this. This guy just says, "This is what I think," but they didn't listen to him. So maybe he's a disgruntled person. Do you know what I'm saying? Hennigan also stated that some of the non-lockdown states like Sweden have done well to hold incessantly by governments and media in order to justify draconian lockdown policies. The Scandinavian country has recorded just 392 new patients and 40 deaths today, approximately 10% of the UK's totals. But you don't know, because you don't know how it's going to escalate in Sweden, though. We don't know yet. And they're even quoting the article that this guy was speaking in. The peak of deaths occurred on April 8th. If you understand that, then you work backwards and find the peak of infections. That would be 21 days before then, right before the point of lockdown. Hennigan is referring to the delay between when a person is infected and when they will fall seriously ill, which is roughly 3 weeks on average. Consistent with the previous analysis, the peak day of deaths was the 8th of April. The structure of the data is similar across the regions, with the peak in London on the 4th of April, 4 days ahead of the rest of the country. Crucially, the Mail adds, he claims that if the government accepts that deaths peaked on the 8th of April, then it must mean that infections were at their highest around 3 weeks prior. Data shows that the rate of Britain's upper respiratory tract infections dropped from 20% per 100,000 people on the 15th to 12 per 100,000 just 6 days later. The figures do not relate solely to coronavirus, but may be a good indicator because so few people were being tested for the deadly infection. Guided by science, all along the UK government, now led by caretaker PM Dominic Raab, has been telling the public that it's being guided by science. While this may appear to be a slick soundbite, it hardly affects the reality of the situation since early March. Yeah, but this is one guy's data versus other people's data. This is the problem with this shit. It's all very rosy for everyone to go, do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it had peaked already and then gone away and that we didn't need to do all this fucking shit. But how do you fucking know? The way I know it is in Vietnam, it's been fine because they acted extremely quickly way back in January. So long ago now. Like 4 months ago now is when they started piling on and doing all this shit. And they haven't totally shut down. They've done a lockdown for the past few weeks, but it's been lifted this week. Well, it's supposed to be lifted tomorrow, but it may be another week. Everyone said it's definitely tomorrow. I spoke to a geezer last night, it's definitely tomorrow, but whatever. But they haven't done a massive lockdown, and it's been very successful. And obviously what they've done in other countries, just Taiwan being the best example of how they just quickly reacted to it. And we're tracing cases and being, which what they've done here too, just tracing cases. Literally hunting down infected people and going, right, who have you been in contact with? Who you kissed, you can. All this kind of things. I know these things have been working because I can see it working. But who says his data is... This is the thing, his data versus... There's other scientists who say differently. You see it all the time, conflicting reports all the time. But yet these people come out and go, they knew the crisis had peaked. Well, nothing in here says that they knew. Nothing. But with some guy's suggestion of science and maths, well, if you work it out, then it works. They do. It's so ridiculous. It says, nonetheless, despite all available data, the UK and other Western governments forged ahead and voluntarily imploded their economies and societies, as well as suspended democracy and basic rights of citizens across the Western Bloc. This has led to tens of millions of unemployed and hundreds of thousands of businesses destroyed as a result of the central government decrees. It's like, what do you think? Do you think they actually wanted to create a situation where there's an economic downturn and they wanted to bankrupt the country? Do you think that was a good plan? Do you think that's what they wanted? Do you think that's what Boris Johnson wanted to do? It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the only true thing is, it doesn't matter what you do. It's never going to be the right decision according to certain people. And that's the end of it, isn't it? But this is just so misleading because this guy has not been advised in the government. And this is one guy and his data set and what he thinks is going on is not conclusive that UK ministers knew the crisis had peaked. But as much as I like to say that, hey, it would be nice to believe that that's what happened. And hey, let's just open shit up again. And maybe Sweden will be a success story. But you don't fucking know, do you? This is the problem. Someone says something and then everyone goes, oh, that sounds nice. More misleading bullshit. There you go. I'd say just open it all up. Let's all roam free like, sexy gazelle waiting to be munched by a lion. That's what I say. Let's all run free through the streets. What I don't like is the things that I really don't like is I've seen a video of Stacey Dooley doing what Stacey Dooley does. Stacey Dooley washing her hands on an online video. I was like, I don't like that. I also don't like seeing people put a post going, when this is all over, I'm going to go out and hug everybody. No, don't fucking hug me. When this is all over, whatever. Don't be running up to me and thinking you can give me some sort of hug because you fucking miss me, okay? Don't touch me. Right? Don't even breathe on me. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I'm going to maintain social distancing for the rest of my life because I never like fucking touching you fucks anyway. I never like hugging or kissing. See what I'm saying? I ain't on the long thing. I don't want to hug you or kiss you or any of that shit, alright? Just stay the fuck away from me. Okay? Just consider myself permanently coroned. That should be your attitude. When you see me on road, you should be like, he's permanently coroned, he is. And just back the fuck up. You know what I mean? Just stay away. Don't be trying to huggy and kissy me. Motherfucker, I ain't gonna fucking have it. No hugging, no kissing. I'm not even gonna give you a high five or a fist bump. And this whole new elbow touching bullshit, you can fuck off with your elbows too, man. Keep your elbows to yourselves. I'm not having it at all. John B says OnlyFans is porn. Not after my investigation. I discovered that actually it's not all porn on OnlyFans. Message. I will shoot a motherfucker for being. Amen to that. I say shoot a fucking shoot 'em all. I'm telling you, I don't want no hugging. I don't want nothing. I don't want any contact. Don't want none of it. All this fucking wacky bullshit. Keep away from me with your wacky bullshit. Do you know what I mean? We still hurt. I tell you what's been doing my head in as well. Like, I get it. They're like, oh, we need to support people's businesses, and the amount of people just send me on Facebook going, like this business. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like a fucking nail salon in Manchester or something. Even if I'm in the UK, a man ain't in Manchester, a man ain't getting his nails done. Like, what the fuck are you sending? Like, fuck off with your shit. I had about 20 fucking requests. I know a guy who said, right, everyone who sends me a request to like their business, I'm blocking you. He must have blocked about 30 people in one day. Coming to Manchester? No, I'm not coming to fucking Manchester. And I'm not liking your nail salon or your dog walking business or whatever it is, you know, your fucking, you know, your incel charity or whatever, you know. I'm not donating to your OnlyFans. I'm not going on Cam Soda. I'm not buying anything from your Etsy store. I'm not doing none of it. Okay? Fucking piss off. I'm not walking outside and clapping. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not painting a picture of a 99-year-old war veteran. I'm not doing any of this shit, okay? I got my own fucking problems, alright? Before this shit, I had my own problems. During the shit, I got my own problems. And after this shit, I have my own problems. So the main story, the story is, I've got my own shit to deal with, okay? I don't care about the world's fucking problems. I got my own shit to deal with, okay? You might be all like going, support the NHS. No, I'm not going to. I'm not in England anyway. Why am I going to be supporting something I can't use? Ridiculous, isn't it? Donate to children in wheelchair charity. They can walk. Damn right. We've seen what people can do. I've had enough of this. The laziness of people. Especially people in wheelchairs. You don't think I don't know what's up? Biggest conspiracy theory of all time. I'm telling you. These motherfuckers could walk since day dot, man. It's lazy. You know, I had enough of politically correct culture allowing lazy kids to just, you know, palm off their responsibilities for walking to school by being in a wheelchair. It's disgraceful. Send them all to work. They can still dive. Do you know what I mean? Just attach propellers to them and fucking make them deep sea divers and shit. I don't know. Like, just, this is some nonsense to my family. Get me? I can't be dealing with this fucking shit. These fucks. God, it's all a goddamn conspiracy. But who knows? He's so angry. John, just stop getting titillated by everything that happens every 5 seconds. Right, look. I need to bounce. I ain't streaming for as long as I did. How do I get in? Look, what's going on with this Discord server? What do I do? Tell me that, and then we're going to set things up right now. But I need to know right now what I need to do, then I do's it, and then we'll go from there. Because look, tell me. How do I join it? I don't know how to join it. You haven't told me what to do. I told you I'm a fucking noob. I have no idea what to do. What do I do? John, you can't send fucking links, fam. You can't send links. I ban links in case people send me kiddie porn and shit, you know? You know how crazy people are out here. Or send me a link to their local business. I mean, that'd be far worse, wouldn't it? You click join server and put the link in. Right, well, I'll fucking see about that. Where's join server? Where's this? How do I find that? Navigate me. Guys, fucking... I've got to log in. Log into your... These nuts, man. What am I logging in with? Oh, God. You're so excited to see me. It's saying it's so excited to see me again. You are a fucking liar. On the left there's a ting with the ting. Hold on. I said now it's telling me to create an account that I never had. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, you fucks. I had an account. Why are you... Oh, God. And I'm doing this live. This is ridiculous. Already in use. I know it's already in use, so fucking let me in, you cunt. I'll fucking headbutt you. I'm gonna headbutt you in the face. Donkey punch you in the fucking donkey punch you in your mother's cunt. You fuck. So this is the usual rhetoric that I say to myself when I can't get stuff done. Forgot password. Forgot password. Forgot fucking. Fuck. Do you know how hard it is to do stuff whilst you're streaming at the same time? Do you know how, I mean, this isn't, you know, we're dealing with, this is Vietnamese internet here, right? Okay. Goodness gracious me. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the computer. Oh. Yeah, juicy poops. Long time no fucking smell. I'm not going to dab. Where is it? It's not 2016, for goodness sake. What are you talking about? Goodness me. Yes, bitch. Give me my things. Give me... This is taken to... Cunting long... I say the worst bit about this situation. Can he hear? Can you hear this this computer's going absolutely raggo on this. It's just too much power, fam. Old people with technology. What are you talking about? You're fucking old, fam. Old people with technology. I'm a fucking web designer, you prick. What are you talking about? No, I'm going to use that. I just don't understand why it doesn't recognize my password no more. Everything's supposed to be saved. Ugh. Fuck. Yes, same. Put it in your... Hey, look, the gecko's out. Go on, eat that fly, you fuck. It's big. Eat it. It's huge. That's like a massive meal for you. Sounds like the thing Jet trying to shake off. Yeah. This is... I'm telling you. It can't handle... Look, this Streamlabs fucking desktop app is way worse than... Well, it's better than OBS, but my God. It really sucks the life force out of this motherfucker. Hey, Imperium. What up? I demand a reaction. Well, you missed it, Imperium. You're fucking late to the party. We already done all that shit. I'm about to leave. Just setting up a Discord. Right. Know what you're saying again? Right, guide me through it. Yeah. Find me. Right, it doesn't find the server. What are you talking about, man? It won't find it. I had class, loser. Well, you're the loser. You were in class. That's the biggest loser thing I had. What's the code again? Send the fucking code. How do I fucking find this bullshit? I'm telling you, this is too long, man. It says... I've entered that code. And, it says no matches found. So that's a good start, isn't it? Fucking what? What's this thing? Oh, I found it. You must be at least 18 years old to view this channel. Well, I am. I'm a... Welcome to Fucked Up Memes. Well, we can't be calling it that. Why have we called it that? Why? What's your fucking Discord name? I don't know. Billy Big Bollocks. Rebus Official. What else do you think? Baby. The overlord of this bitch. I'm up. John B is isolated and bored. Jaeger is up in there. D-Lane. Oh, we got Imperium. Imperium. My son. My wayward son, who just comes and goes as he pleases. My wayward son, Imperium. Come join the new Discord server that fucking our man Zena. I still never know if I'm pronouncing that right. Well, BLS Zena. Zena was so kind to your father last time. I know, but now you're my son. Yes. You're demoted to son now. Like, come on. Because it was like you were a wayward father who was just, you know, sort of come and go as he pleases. But now you're like a son, you know, a teenager. He's going out all the time, just comes back when he wants to eat. Just walks in and goes, oh, hello, darling. You're like, no. Like that. I wish I was his son so I could call him daddy. I mean, like, these jokes just don't fucking... What we got going on after this? I'm going to change this to Planet Rebus. I'm going to change it to the Planet Rebus Get Weird Petting Zoo. That's what I'm going to change it to. Just because I know John will like that. And I feel like everything should be aimed at John. That's what I think. Okay. Alright. There we go. Planet Rebus is Get Weird Petting Zoo. Where the fuck is the Discord? He is invited. Rebus is my son. No? I'm Rebus. Imperium is my son. I'm losing my mind. Imperium. Here's the code. Apparently you type that in somewhere and it brings you to the thing. Apparently that's what fucking happens. That's what happens. And bear in mind, this is get the desktop app. Should I just get the desktop app? Is the desktop app any good? Fuck it, I'll just download it anyway, just for a laugh. Might as well just go fucking crypt out crazy on this bitch, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking? No, go back. What's going on? What's going on, fam? I don't know. Here we go. Well, it's official. Rebus official is the overlord. Here we are. Welcome to Planet Rebus's Get Weird Petting Zoo. You are motherfucking welcome at the petting zoo, bitch. What does it say? I don't want to add a friend. I'm here. Sorry, I'm just sort of investigating this whole. Oh, right. There's a whole chat thing going on here. I see. Where'd that go? Where's this? What's this? Yeah. No, not okay. What are you doing? What is this? I saw some stuff and then it all disappeared. Why did it all disappear? Oh, I see. See, John P. Can you give you the... If you want to change stuff, you can have... Yes. That's fine. Look, John B said, can you give me the gayest rank in existence? I'm too new to this to start ranking people in some sort of weird fucking shit. What is it? About time, daddy. Jesus fuck. And John's already put someone sucking on a big lollipop. Do you realise, John, that if this is just going to be a consistent place where you just post penis-related things, I'll boot your ass out. I just can't be dealing with it, you know, especially if Imperium's joining. He was my father, but now he is my son. So, you know, obviously we have a very complicated relationship. Places, like that. Well, I'm a dominant guy, right? But look, this is how it's going to go down. Okay. We will utilize now. Now, the utilization of the Discord server will be in full effect. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it at all. But we will talk in real time, and we will talk on stream. This is how we're going to fucking do it. We're gonna invite weirdos in there. We're gonna have a fucking merry doozy party going on. That's what we're gonna have. It's gonna be a fucking fun time. That's what's gonna go down. Okay, this is gonna go down next week. Next Wednesday, same. Because on Friday I'm streaming in the morning. On Sunday I'm going outside because apparently everything's open again. So I'm gonna be actually streaming outside again. Joy of joys. I have a stream guest chat. Fantastic. Oh, good. And then we're gonna... Imperium is here in Discord. Good. It took me forever to figure out how to join a server. Welcome to the party. And it's mine. I did have assistance. Much respect, BLS. Much respect. Thank you very much for doing that. Much appreciated. I didn't even say thank you, did I? Fucking hell. I'm so rude. Is there beer? What, in the stream chat? In this Discord? I have no fucking idea. How the fuck do I know? You came for the beer. Well, buy your own. Mistake. Honestly. That's the thing with you kids, always coming in going, I want. And it's like, oh. But no, look. If you are awake on It'll be Friday here at 9 a.m. But wherever you are, fuck knows. It might be 9 p.m. in America. 12 p.m. Australia. It'll be 3 a.m. in the UK, but that's Friday. I'm trying something different. I'm doing it in the morning because even I don't get drunk in the morning, except Monday when I got absolutely smashed in the morning and smoked cigars, but that's a different story. Join us then over the weekend. And then I'm going to get something go with this Discord and see what we can do with it. We'll have some fucking fun doozy times. We'll see how many lunatics we can get up in here. We'll try and make this the most lunatic-friendly place on planet Earth, is what I'm thinking. Namaste. That's what I'm going to say. Should be curious, but you know. So there's a stream scheduled to post in. Fucking excellent. Oh yeah, there is. Imperium, welcome. D-Lane, welcome. John B. Just don't continuously send pictures of penis-related things to it, please. But you know, yeah. You join a voice chat. Have I got a voice chat going? Oh yeah. Shit, I didn't even click that. Oh, maybe I did. Well, as we can tell, I am fully know what the fuck I'm doing on this thing. I am well tuned. I am so down with the kids. I'm not. Anyway, it's time to vamoose, because tomorrow is my girlfriend's birthday, and we are separated by thousands of miles, but not separated by smiles. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm gonna give her a nice surprise tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking I've found some terrorists, and we're gonna fire a rocket into Thailand. She'll be able to see it. That's what I'm gonna do. Obviously that's a joke. What the fuck is it? There's a weird thing out there now as well. This fly that looks evil as shit is really keen to get inside here. This motherfucker ain't getting up in this bitch. Yeah. Anyway. Good night. God bless. See you in the flip side.